You shouldn't mess with an ant farmer. Some backstory: when I was about 11 or 12 I started get hobbies which included rock collecting and ant farming. Important later, I also started babysitting my brother at the time, so it was a normal Saturday that consisted of me babysitting my little brother taking care of my ants. I was let my brother play on my PS3 until the doorbell rang. I opened it and saw these annoying little kids that always asked if I could play, but every time I would say no. Normally they would just leave, but this time they just sat there and just kept on ringing the doorbell. It went on for about 10 minutes until it stopped. I thought it was over until I heard them start giggling. Then they started throwing rocks at my house. They even cracked one of the windows. I opened the door and they just knew it wasn't going to be good. Also at the time, I was probably about 5'9" inches, so I was kinda scary. I walked outside and told them to go home or I'll call the police. Fast forward about 2 weeks and it happened 3 more times. At this point I was done playing around. I knew they were gonna do it again, so at the side of my house where they were getting the rocks I had accidentally spilled my fire ant geranium with probably about 1,500 to 2,000 fire ants on the rocks. So the next day comes around and the little brats were ringing my doorbell and I could almost taste it. Sweet, sweet revenge. After the ring stopped I heard the thuds of the rocks hitting my house. All of a sudden it stopped and I could hear them start to cry. I looked out the window and the little boy was sitting right on the rocks. They all ran home. Oh, but it's not over. Their mom came out of the house and over to mine. I put on my saddest face and told the mom they broke my ant farm. After that the mom gave me $10 and I never saw them again. I'm almost starting to feel bad, but they shouldn't have messed with my rocks. A few weeks later they started doing things like taking toys from my backyard, ringing our doorbell, and stealing our rocks. I told their parents, but they just kept on doing it even after the fire ants, and this time I was so mad I didn't hold back. I took one of my book bags and filled it with Legos, balls, dolls, etc. But that wasn't it. I had one of my subterranean termite farms and emptied it into the bag. I gently put my book bag in the grass and waited. I went to feed my brother lunch and when I came back it was gone. Fast forward a couple of months and their house was on quarantine for the bug infestation. Karma is a beach. I also wasted almost $500 worth of bugs.